Hello and welcome back to Inquisitor Martyr. Last time we did a intel mission. Actually, I need to see which Ordo got the boost. I don't remember who got the boost. I think it was Xenos. We'll say no, not Xenos, because they were already at that. Somebody got it. I don't know who. Good for them, though. Didn't get anything really worth noting for loot, unfortunately, but that's to be expected. So let's fire up another one. Okay, Ordo Malleus is getting this one. Okay, extra champions. 20 damage per second continuous warp damage. That's annoying. Not enough for me to be completely bothered, though. Yeah, let's just do Psalm Code again. Blueprints. Yeah, let's give champions more boosts. Okay, power. Summon demons on psychic power use. I don't do that. Enemy hits cause slow. That kinda sucks. Past that, that's pretty bearable.
The corruption of Nurgle is a fascinating phenomenon, Inquisitor. Even the most resilient life forms are quickly overwhelmed by the combination of warp energies and physical pathogens. We must immediately deploy countermeasures.
Oh yeah, I have a chance to create a Fabricata scatter field whenever I take damage, so it's just continually proccing. That's kinda goofy. When I tend to edit, I'll listen to like battle reports or watch battle reports for 40K or Conflict 47, Dust 1947, Malifaux, really anything. And one thing I noticed when listening to 40K is I really wish for the tabletop there was an initiative system. I know one of the older modes, like one of the older systems, had it, and I think it's such a good idea because otherwise it seems really weird to have, you know, a fast attack army potentially go second compared to some lumbering behemoth army of like tanks and vehicles. And the whole time I'm just kind of sitting there going, why do these guys who are in theory slower get to attack potentially first? And I feel like it would definitely initially slow down combat, because everybody would be like, well, whose turn is it? And I think you could easily create some little, honestly I'd say like a little whiteboard with a template printed on it, and you just write down, you know, unit name, initiative, or you have the players create like cards that they can kind of lay down, and then you place yours in accordance. If you have a higher initiative over, like if you have an 11 initiative over a 10, you just put that in above it, and this way you know, oh, okay, as the turns progress, I go after this. And you could even just have like a d20 or something sitting on top, and you move that over like the next model or the next card to go. Because then I think you could really have some good army diversity. I swear I've talked about this before, but it just got back into my head, and I was like, man, I really wish they would do that. Because it would just help with these fights so much. Because otherwise, I've seen some fights and some battle reports where units get wiped out, and it's kinda bull. Because you watch it and hear the battle report, and you're kind of going, how the hell?
Loading.
These guys, in theory, should have been going beforehand, instead of just getting nuked off the bat. And it's not, you know, a super common thing of one-turn unit wipe, but it happens enough, I think, or units get kneecapped really hard that I'm like, you should probably introduce this. Yeah, it introduces a new element to balance, but I think it can kind of be worked around. And yes, it creates something new that have to evaluate for balance, but also it allows for a new avenue to approach balance. You know, you can have units that are super strong, and you can justify, oh, well, this army doesn't have a lot of slow units, so we can knock this one down a little bit on the initiative to give them another slow hitter to balance it out, so they're not just, you know, big dick swinging with a bunch of high damage, high speed units. Eldar. Actually, not even Eldar. Eldar aren't even that strong. At least their infantry. Their infantry, in my opinion, blows. All I can think of is the Invincible meme, where it's like, hey, what happens when I do whatever? It's like, that's the neat part, you don't. All I can think of is that, but a Tau player's perspective. What happens if I get into melee? That's the neat part, you die. I feel sorry for Tau, but they have good guns. They can stand having a very obvious weak point.
If I can't silence this resistance, I'm not going to open.
God, I still want Malal to come back. All the stupid licensing issues. It's like, I want my Chaos God of Entropy to just mess everything up. Especially with the whole Dark Imperium storyline and stuff. We need somebody to really throw the balance out of whack. I also feel like we're not going to get a lot of story progression for a while on that front. Last I checked, we had just, like, as a community, we'd finished the War of the Spider, but I haven't looked lately. Maybe more stories finally come out. I'm waiting to see when there's new Primaris Chaos guys. Considering Fabius Bile's willing to sell his left nut, or at least a cloned left nut, to get his hands on some. At least some Primaris gene seed to experiment on. Kinda wish they would not just be like, hey, we took what you guys made and made it evil. You know, make it where they did their own tampering and are like, hey, you made your special guys, we made our own special guys. But I'm worried that it's just going to be like a slight armor change, slight size increase, and that's it. And be like, yep, this is new Chaos, guys. Enjoy. But I don't really know where they could go. Because if you make it super chaosy, then you're kind of overtaking the role of, I think it's Possessed, where they're like their arms have become like tentacles or claws, and they're all barely Space Marines or barely human. But I feel like that kind of would be the next logical step. And then you have, it's very Nurgle-y, but you have the weapons fused into them. Because the only other guys outside of Nurgle who I can see doing that would be victims of the Obliterator virus.
By eradicating the infestation, we lowered the chance of a major outbreak.
Damn, that was
and
fast.
We collected valuable data. The Omnisire
Even
be
with all those
praised.
debuffs. I guess when it's warp damage as a debuff, it's not that big a deal. What do we get? That's fine. We get a Archaeotech thing anyways. We'll check that out quick. What do we get? Refractor field. I mean... I don't know how I feel about it. Suppression gain on kill, pointless, but fear and focus state, I don't think I can get focus state, so that's equally pointless. Vulnerability duration, not that big a deal. HP per hit, not bad. Reflect damage, pretty good. Reflect chance, I don't know if that even works on me. I might just reroll that stat. Suppression gained on kill, oh, you know what, I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna reroll those stats. Because they're completely useless on me. Of course. I hit the wrong button. 'Cause I'm dumb. Okay. Let's get back to the bridge. Okay, this time, inventory. I have to take it out of my inventory before I can mess with it, which is a tad annoying, but whatever. Okay. I could oh, unique enchant cannot be rerolled. Alright, let's reroll suppression gain on kill. Loot quality. I will take it. I have no integrity left on this thing. Can I boost that? That's almost max. That's pretty good. Almost max. Yeah, pretty low end. Yeah, let's boost the integrity a bit. Reroll reflect chance. Fear on hit. I don't know how I feel about fear on hit. It's very low chance too. Let's try again. I'll take it, because I have a regenerating shield, so that's a perfect boost. Honestly, also, refractor field is just going to give me more shield. Actually, that's a pretty good turnaround on that. I bet if I stat check it now, still +3, whatever. It's better than what it was. I'll definitely get a lot of use out of that. The loot quality boost is already above the rest, in my opinion. But that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.